Are you ready for the capture? What? Capture with a hair. Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the MRF2 podcast. So kung makikita nyo yung ating background, yung scenery natin, we are on the beach. That's why late din yung upload ng episode natin for this week. Nasaan tayo ngayon? Jay, nasaan tayo?
We're in Siargao Islands, Siargao del Norte, yes.
Surigao Norte, and meron kaming bagong natagpuang kaibigan. Charing lang. Anyway, introduce mo yung sarili mo. What's your name, sir?
Richard.
Nahihiya po siya. And of course, nandito si ating sir.
Yeah, hi guys, it's me again. It's your JR at your service.
At your service, kung anumang service yun, i-chat nyo na lang siya sa IG. Charing. And I am your host of the MRF2 podcast. So we are here today to talk about the 8th episode of Drag Race Philippines Slaytion Royale, na ang maxi challenge ay Drag-Con Slaysha, no? Where queens are tasked to show their personality, their brand through a challenge na parang simulation ng Drag-Con. Yung parang gagawa sila ng booth, ibenta sila ng merch, and yeah, they're gonna receive fans, mga ganun. Okay? So let's get right into our topics, our discussions. No? Ano ba yung main thing that we are thinking about right now that we are so close to the end? Episode 8, 2 episodes left, and we are left with 5 queens. Tatanungin natin yung mga kasama nating pit crew. Tignan nyo naman sila. Guys, mag-flex naman kayo. Di ba? Ang papogi. Tangina. Anyway, sa remaining 5 queens that we have, si Brigiding, si Vinya, si Kiana, si Arizona Brandy, and si Suki Doll. Is this the top 5 that you foresee? Na-surprise ba kayo? Or this is kind of expected? Jay, what do you think?
I think from the roster of queens that we currently have with the Philippine Drag Race Slaytion Royale, these 5 queens are the toughest queens. So this is as expected as I have hope. So yeah, I'm agreeing that Kiana, Brigiding, Vinyas, Sukidal, and Arizona Brandy are the top 5.
Alright, so nag-agree naman siya. Ikaw naman, sir.
Yeah, happy naman ako sa result na sila yung top 5 natin. So, yeah, sorry sa mga fans ni Yua. Pero happy ako na and gusto ko yung naging performance ni Kiana. Sobrang happy akong kasama siya sa top 5.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Alright, so I think lahat naman tayo pare-pareho na opinion. This is the right top 5. Unfortunately, isa lang yung international queen, but ganun kalalakas mga Pilipina queens eh. So, better luck next time na lang sa mga nagsasasaling international queens. Okay, so let's get into the mini challenge. No? Actually, let's just discuss it briefly because I don't think naman na merong masyadong meat dito sa ginawa nila. So they did a photo bombing challenge featuring yung sceneries from parang tourist spots across the Philippines na very relevant at timely yung kung nasan tayo ngayon. Nasa Siargao kami, 'di ba? So isa to sa mga tourist spots din ng Pilipinas na very hot for tourists right now. And yeah, I think the views, the video can speak for itself. It's very beautiful here. So yung queens, balik tayo sa kanila sa mini challenge. Nag-photo bombing challenge sila. So they did funny poses with the pit crews. And ayun, I think nag-shoot sila sa Boracay na backdrop. Saan pa ba?
Manawi Rice Terraces.
Saan?
Manawi Rice Terraces, Mayon Volcano.
Ayun, those places. Okay, and ang nanalo dito is a pregnant Kiana, right? And yeah, tas meron siyang advantage here or disadvantage na pwedeng ibigay. Actually, advantage and disadvantage. Advantage, she gets to have 1 more minute presenting yung Drag-Con boot niya. And ang disadvantage naman na ibibigay niya kung whoever queen she gets to pick ay mababawasan ng 1 minute sa kanyang presentation sa Maxi Challenge. And she chose Suki Doll na wala pang Rue badge pero siya yung binigay ng disadvantage. But I think this is kind of a petty move from Kiana's part kasi the previous week, tama no, sa Lollapalooza, si Kiana yung binigyan niya ng disadvantage.
Yeah, and I think she doesn't want to hurt anybody else, and she just, alam mo yun, tabla. Yung, because Sukidol gave her a disadvantage as well from the previous week. So, yeah.
Kumaga parang it's a tie.
It's a tie.
Yeah, pero since competition naman to, I think medyo hindi lang ganun ka strategize yung nagawa ni Kiana kanina. Kasi since wala pa namang Rue badge si Sukidal, so I think kung gusto niya talagang manalo, 'di ba? In my opinion lang, mas tatanggalin ko yung mas kakompetensya ko. Mas bibigyan ko ng disadvantage.
Actually, I agree with you, no? Kasi you have to think of the bigger and parang final picture. So, sino ba dito yung pinakamagaling na pwedeng matisod ko with this disadvantage? But maybe Kiana is not that kind of person, I guess. Sabi mo nga kasi kailangan parang even out yung playing field, binigyan mo ako ng disadvantage. So, bibigyan din kita ngayong linggo. So yeah, pero gets naman. And I don't think this really mattered sa challenge, sa Maxi Challenge, no? Sa Queens kasi may mga iba pa nga na hindi naman kinailangan ng gamitin yung 5 minutes max nila like Vinyas, which we will go over, no, as we talk about right now yung Maxi Challenge, DragCon, Slaysha. So again, ang Maxi Challenge ay kailangan i-present ng Queens yung personality nila, yung brand nila sa DragCon booth nila. So I think this is a combination of an improv and a design challenge, and kailangan mapakita talaga nila dito sa booth na to, sa challenge na to, who they really are and what they can offer to the fans, no? Let's talk about our favorites dito sa challenge na to. Sino yung mga nagustuhan nyo? Sinong gustong unang mag-start?
My most favorite, I didn't think that Arizona Brandy can pull that off. She has the most chill booth na, alam mo yon, kahit na chill siya, hindi siya boring, and everything she does makes sense. And
Second favorite ko is si Sukidal. Bukod sa bilis niya i-execute yung na-imagine niya dun sa booth niya, maganda din yung performance niya.
Nag-agree ako pareho na si Arizona and Suki Doll yung they did the best in the challenge. Arizona, I think very clear yung brand niya here. So very alcohol-centric, very funny. Kasi ang galing ng performance na dito, di ba? I think dun sa may, yung sa hangover kit niya, nakakatawa yung parang, okay, we have, a brandy. And then another brandy. Tapos parang, and then another. Tapos pinasagot niya si Sasha at saka si Precious, brandy. Pero no, it's actually a vodka, yung third bottle. That was very funny. And ano pa ba? Yung vape magic trick. Like, tangina talaga. Tawa ako doon. Like, hindi ko actually alam na pwede palang gawin yun sa vape unless may special kind of vape siyang ginagamit there. So, pwede mo palang i-transfer from one container to another and then, vape it again. Anyway, ang babaw pero natawa ako. Tapos si Suki naman, very clear din yung branding niya dito sa booth niya kasi she's a fashion queen, she's a seamstress, she styles outfits, and I think yun yung napakita niya dun sa kay Sasha Colby at saka kay Precious Paula Nicole when they visited her booth. So yeah, I agree dun kay Arizona and Suki as the top queens and also the best in the challenge sa DragCon Slaysha. How about yung queens na hindi natin masyadong nabetan sa challenge na to? Jay?
Yeah, I hate to see Vinyas Deluxe struggle to introduce or entertain her guests. She seems like she's not ready and she doesn't know what she does. And as well, this challenge was a disadvantage to Kiana because of all the 5 queens. She was the only one who didn't experience to be in a DragCon. So I truly understand where she's coming from, and the competition is coming to an end already. And I mean, she's always saying this, that she's doing the mostest that she can do. And I think she did really well, but I think it's not enough. So Vinyas and Kiana is the worst, yeah, in the challenge.
Yeah, unfortunately, no. Wait lang, bago ko sabihin yung opinion ko muna, Richard.
Yeah, hindi ko rin ina-expect yung ganong magiging performance ni Vinyas. Lalo na tingin ko sa kanya very creative na tao. And for Kiana, parang medyo kinakabahan siya sa ginagawa niya. Hindi siya sigurado dun sa performance niya. And medyo confusing lang din yung iba. Like, di ko lang din naintindihan yung merch niya na like the bottle. Di ko alam kung ano ba yun.
Stick.
Pabango ba yun?
Pabango na may stick.
Di ko alam. Tapos pantusok pala ng kita. Ayun lang, hindi ako na-entertain, sorry.
Okay. No, same. Yung kay Kiana, I think pareho sila ni Venus na worst in on different like parang levels of worst or types of worst. In a way na kay Kiana kasi medyo cringe with the K. The thing. Kasi like parang I think she was, well, that's her branding. I mean, who are we to say na parang, hindi yan yung branding mo. Siyempre, mas kilala niya yung sarili niya, di ba? But I think yung phrase na yun is being repeated too much, na parang masyadong napipilit din, na hindi, nawala na yung wit and yung, I think, yung punch ng line, I think. Ayun. Tapos yung kay si Venus naman, like parang she was so in her head, sobrang controlling yung sinabi pa nga mismo ni Sasha Kobe na hindi maganda experience nila when they visited her booth. So, yeah. So, pareho talaga silang clearly lagapak dun sa challenge. Yeah. And, unfortunately, but I think fairly, no? Silang dalawa yung napunta sa bottom 2. Si Kiana and si Venus. And, ang 2 winners naman natin ay si Suki Doll at saka si Arizona Brandy. So, ako for me, while nag-agree ako dun na clear na bottom 2 si Venus at si Kiana, yung sa winner, I think dun ako may contention. Dapat ba na may top 2 or pwedeng isa na lang yung nanalo? Sige, meron bang gusto mag-share ng opinion nila muna? O sige, Jay.
I think there should be only one winner, in my opinion. It should have been Arizona. I think they gave Asuki Doll a Rue badge just so people will say that she deserves to be in top 4. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree din. Feeling ko consolation prize or para lang may merit ko yung pagpasok niya sa top 4. No, para hindi mukhang sobrang nauungusan siya ng tatlong nasa top 4 na Filipina queen. And yeah, Arizona really did the best. I think miles ahead of everybody, even Suki Doll. So dapat siya lang talaga yung nagkaroon ng Rue badge. But anyway, ikaw Richard.
Okay lang din naman na dalawa yung nanalo, pero sana wag na hinati yung prize. Joke lang.
Pero totoo.
Anyway, pero kung ikukumpara ko yung performance nung dalawa, mas gusto ko yung kay Arizona pa din. Ayun lang naman.
Alright, yeah. So, tama naman. Actually, nag-agree ako dun sa ba't nyo pa hinati? Kawawa naman yung mga queens. I think si Suki Doll, yung 40K, wala pang $1,000 yun sa kanila. Ay, Diyos ko po. Anyway, yeah. So, let's talk about yung lip-sync performance ni Kiana at saka ni Venus. To this, what is this song? Carlisle ba yun? Anyway, kung ano man yung song na yun, we don't know the song is. I think that's also one complaint, I guess. Parang we should have songs na mas familiar sa mas nakakadami. Ayun. But what do we think of the result of this lip sync? Do we agree dun sa pick ni Mama Pao na nagstay? Who is Venus? Or do we think otherwise? Who wants to start the fire first?
I think Kiana is more deserving than Vinyas.
What do you think, Richard? Kasi ikaw may sinasabi ka kanina eh. Narinig ko sa kwarto nung pinapanood natin. Go.
Yeah, same din kay JR. Kasi imagine mo yung ganung kalaki nung costume na suot ni Kiana. Ang hirap nun igalaw, isayaw, di ba? Tapos hindi sila pinagpalit. Pero smooth pa din yung kung paano siya nag-lip sync, paano siya sumayaw, paano niya na-entertain ako as viewer. So, kung kay Vinyas, like nagpalit lang siya ng wig, that's all. Para sa akin mas deserve ni Kiana yung effort niya na mag lip sync.
Okay. Yeah, I agree na to be honest, na surprise. Well, not really surprise kasi alam kong i-carry ng production si Venus through to the end. Kasi sa track record. But if we're gonna base it off that lip sync, I think may kanya-kanya namang interpretation or appreciation yung tao sa performances, right? Sa dance, sa lip sync. But sa akin lang naman, for me mas nakuha ni Kiana yung vibe ng song. Like with the little movements that she exhibited, like parang feeling ko mas nakuha niya, na-capture niya yung essence ng song. And like hindi ako nag-a-agree din sa confessional ni Brigading na parang paulit-ulit yung movements. Kasi I think that's what makes it unique pa nga, and like parang actually brilliant. Kasi she was able to choreograph yung I think yung verses and yung chorus through those movements. And yeah, si Vinyas ang galing na pagkaka-lip sync niya, pero may feeling ako na masyado siyang gigil. Like parang na feeling na hindi siya kinokall ng song yung ganong klaseng intensity sa lip sync. So for me, Kiana should have stayed, but I do love Vinyas, so not really complaining, but unfortunate lang na napakita ni Kiana na mas okay siya dun sa lip sync. Anyway. Okay, yeah, so before we bid adieu, kaloka. Anyway, before we say goodbye, top 4 na. Who are we rooting for the win? Let's start with you, JR.
I would root for Vinyas.
Ikaw, Richard.
Nung time ni Arizona, siya yung gusto kong manalo over Katka. So sana this time, since nag-effort naman ng sobra si Arizona for this season, sana this time siya yung manalo.
Okay, so nung season 2 actually sobrang funny ni Arizona, pero mas bet kong nanalo pa ng si Katkat kasi fave ko si Katkat. Unpopular opinion, pero I love Katkat. I think she's a great performer. Kahit siya yung villain ng season nila, I don't care. Anyway, pero this season actually ang pinaka-exciting na mananalo dito from a viewer's perspective ay si Arizona. Kasi naging roller coaster yung track record at yung journey niya. Tas mas na-exhibit niya yung strength niya as a queen, which is being campy, being a comedy queen, but at the same time nagkaroon siya ng highlights here sa fashion niya, which she has struggled for nung original season niya. So I do believe na deserve ni Arizona if she wins. But if the others win, kung si Brigading man yan or Vinyas, deserve pa rin naman based on track record. But for me, mas exciting naman na kung si Arizona. May sasabihin ka?
Yeah, lahat sila magagaling. Sa totoo, yung mga top 4 na. So, I think magiging mahirap yung laban.
I know.
So, like, kung sino manalo, para sa akin, deserve mo.
Okay.
Aside from being the fashion queen for Arizona, I think I like how she's being consistent as the dramatic queen. So every episode, umiiyak siya. And I like how she really cares about Kiana. So yeah.
Actually, oo nga, no? Like parang, ang sabi nga nila online, anong episode kaya hindi iiyak si Arizona or something? Pero yeah, almost every episode umiiyak si bakla. Okay. And yeah, akalain mo yun, emotional pa si Bading. Kasi di ba, she's known for being comedic. Anyway, yeah, I think we can probably wrap this up kasi init na kami. Gusto na naming maligo dito sa beach. Ganda, mainggit kayo. Pero char. Anyway, we will be saying goodbye na and we will see you in our next episode. Bye everyone!